We are live now. Noise.
Dravyam. I can just search that. It's doing a bad. Yes. We are.
Nice. Hi guys, what's up? Welcome to the second episode of.
We are.
Oh, sorry about that.
Hi guys.
I'm watching the stream on my phone as well, that's why. Hi guys, what's up? Welcome to the second episode of SuperAI podcast. And in this
Actually,
podcast, me and Kabir basically just talk about tech and what's going on in our own lives because it's pretty interesting. Um, we always.
so, so we believe.
eh,
Yeah, please go ahead. Please go
we
ahead.
always end up doing like something interesting every week, so we thought we could just talk about it.
Absolutely. So, what has been happening this week around Dravya?
Dude, this week I think the biggest update was Apple.
Oh,
um
yeah.
yeah,
Apple Intelligence.
yeah, I have some thoughts, and there's too many asterisks in Apple Intelligence, like if you think about it, which kind of sucks, honestly. Like, the number of asterisks there. Okay, I'll share my screen and I'll show you. So this
Yeah.
is Apple Intelligence, kind of, and they say it's a personal intelligence system that power like generative models on the iPhone. Now, on the iPhone part is pretty interesting because there's not that many foundation models that can run on an iPhone with, like, let's say 1.5 GB RAM. Like, it'll take a
Fair.
lot of RAM if you run foundation models, right? Somehow
Mm-hmm.
they figured it out, but the asterisk here is that a lot of times your so the only the RAG database is on the iPhone, right? um,
Right.
and everything, all the compute is actually happening on the server, which is pretty
Mm-hmm.
weird, and they didn't tell anyone about it.
No, wait. I kind of missed this. What was the issue here? What was the issue here? This is
Like,
interesting.
the actual AI compute, like most of it is happening on a server, and like they call it private cloud compute,
Correct.
this
So
thing.
there is a private cloud compute that they're going to be, but they said a lot of it will be happening on the device, and only certain complex queries will be sent off to the server.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, but how do you
Yeah.
decide that?
Huh. But then they have said that they have opened up the whole system for people to review. So
Mm-hmm.
they have kind of made it open source so that you can look into it and validate from a security perspective.
Yeah,
But
that's probably for like analysts. One more asterisk here is that it will only be available on iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Pro. No,
no,
iPhone
not
15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max.
right. Only the pro versions for the moment, which is kind of sucks. But I think I understand because I think the chips are actually dramatically different between the base variant and the pro variant.
Yeah,
Even in terms of the amount of RAM they have access to, it's actually very different. Like
yeah,
2 GB of RAM extra on the Pro, so definitely that's a better candidate. But
yeah.
they could have figured out, man. They could have probably figured out something.
Or just do it on the
That's-
cloud. Like, so what
Yeah,
they
maybe
did,
just do everything on the cloud for the 15 guys and then do most of it on
yeah,
maybe. It could
because
have been a locked-in feature at least.
the underlying tech behind this is actually super cool. It uses like something called private relay. It is actually a Cloudflare product, and they're actually using Cloudflare, which is cool. And they're
Sweet.
using a private relay to basically tunnel all their traffic between a server and a client, but like it's
Right.
peer to peer, and no one identity on the entire private relay chain will have full context of what's happening, which is pretty cool.
Interesting.
um,
Interesting. But then the problem that I see with private relays is that you have to establish a lot of resources on the go, right? So in order to create a clean chain between your phone and the servers, you have to what do you say? Get access to a lot of uh, resources on the go. Okay, so
yeah,
each point you can't just use whatever comes your way. You have to be very specific. Only this thing works, and you
Yeah.
have to do a lot of valid handshakes across the internet.
Yeah.
So that's one thing which will kind of make it slow if you think about it. Then you would need a very good internet to make it work.
Yeah, I have no idea how this works, honestly. It's super cool. Someone told me
You
about it at work, and I was like, this is super duper cool.
Because it's private label, actually you can set it. This is a very pretty old Linux thing that we were already doing this. This is a very common Linux approach. Okay,
Yeah.
a lot of this private relay thing happens, but I'm pretty sure Cloudflare has done it in a much better fashion than anybody else can do.
Here's how
And
it
then
works.
Access for sure.
It's very interesting.
So you have an access network, all right, and then from access network to server. Okay, let's look at what happens when we add private relay to the mix. Press proxy, ingress proxy, egress, and then server.
Did you
Okay.
understand anything?
No, there are a couple of they've added a couple of servers in the middle.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna be talking to them. Okay. So the part I'm worried about is the access network only,
Hmm.
which is see, irrespective of what you end up doing, you have to put it out into the open web, and then you have to hit your servers.
Yeah.
Or you can't directly establish a direct connection with the server. It's not feasible to do
Yeah.
that. What you end up doing, so you have to put it out into the open web, and then you have to hit your servers. That might happen,
Yeah.
but then
My
you
audio.
can't directly establish a direct connection. Interesting way to go about it.
Yep. What happened to my audio was not my fault. Sorry about that. Oh, we are live on Twitter as well now, by the way.
Okay, great. Hi, Twitter guys.
Hi Twitter guys, we'll do one more intro, I guess. So this is the second episode of the Super AI podcast, and where me and Kabir is just two friends talking about tech and discussing cool stuff that we come across on the internet, as well as what's going on in our personal lives. For me, it's every Sunday morning, and for him, it's every Sunday evening um, in India. And yeah, it's just fun times. So
Absolutely.
we were talking about this um, Apple's private compute and Apple intelligence and how they actually live up to their privacy claims, which is pretty difficult to do. But then the tech behind it is also super cool. So we were discussing that.
The only thing that I can trust about Apple is that they have been pushing right from the start against all kinds of privacy invasions. So from that perspective, at least have a lot of they have built a lot of credibility over the years of how good they are with privacy,
Yeah.
and that can probably be one of the selling points of this whole AI thing. Okay, so probably people will not choose other like let's say Google is also giving the same kind of AI and Apple is also giving the same kind of AI.
Yeah.
Some of them will probably choose Apple over Google
Right.
precisely for this reason alone.
I agree.
Yeah, that might be something that's
I
happening.
agree.
Uh,
How many AI apps do you think this has killed?
Oh, I think Apple is in a place where it has touch points across all the AI apps. If it decides to do so, it can build everything into Siri.
Yeah.
Like anything which catches traction, and we have seen Apple does this. It tries to kill applications the moment they become big. It just goes and captures them. The only place that they have not tried to do that is in social media. Okay, because and I understand why Apple would not do it, because then Apple exposes itself from a PR nightmare perspective,
Right.
right? If they do social media, but everything else, Apple is very well, they have been doing it all along, and this is once again they'll do it.
Yeah.
You build something interesting, and they're just gonna sit in the middle and they say, okay, we also have the same product. You can use this or not, or use the third party service.
Yeah. So for those who missed it, Apple Intelligence is basically AI built into all Apple devices. So
Not
that
all.
means every time you select a text, like Apple Intelligence will be here in your notifications, in your email inbox. It'll summarize stuff. It'll actually take notification and it'll in the notification it'll give you only the most important ones. There's a new focus mode as well to only give you the important ones. They also very big one. They have audio recordings inside Apple Notes. Somehow that is a very big one. Um, They also have an image playground where like you can generate images on the fly. You can add flavors basically for an image. That was not supposed to happen. Um, and yeah, so just cool stuff built into Apple. I think this particular one is really creepy. Like, what is this?
That's
Oh my god.
hey, I would really be interested to look at their fingers and if Apple has got it right or not. Because one of the problems with AI generation so far, all the images have been getting fingers wrong, and probably that's why they're not showing fingers at all.
Oh yeah, they
They've
are not
literally
showing
removed
fingers.
it from the whole the whole demonstration.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's not one place where they've been showing this.
Let's see if someone has been messaging on Twitter. Can you just check your Twitter messages? It'll be useful.
Yes. Let's see if somebody's saying anything. Mhm. Says loading for me while it loads. Somebody by the name REXG7 says hi. I, I think we are supposed to pronounce it as Rex. So that's what I'm going to do. Hi Rex. So there is Ray. Hi Ray Fernando. And
Oh,
there is
hi
Jaya.
Ray, good friend of mine.
Oh, hi. There's Mohit. Hey Mohit. Yo, what's up?
Oh, Mohit.
Hmm. Right.
Can you not see mess? Oh, you can. Nice. That's really bad
I can
design.
see all the messages.
Yep. Um. So yeah, they also have one more thing that I really loved. It's like the emoji combinator. Where is it? Like you can combine images. Oh, Siri, better Siri. Oh my god, crazy.
For the first time ever, I think they have changed how we interact with Siri altogether, and
Yeah.
that is through text. This is for the first time that is happening. They've never. I don't understand why they didn't do it all this long. Like like it's been like 10-15 years since Siri's been around, and they have not done text interaction with Siri. That's so stupid.
Yeah. I mean, I, I, I honestly don't like this logo for the new Siri.
Ah, I'm really not liking the amount of gradients that are being used nowadays in the AI field. Everywhere. The other day, I felt like you get nauseous when you're playing some extremely high volatile games, which
Yeah.
has a lot. The colors are pushed out a lot. I That happened with me on Google I/O because they were just throwing so much gradients, and then it happened with Apple's this thing as well. Every text was gradient.
That
I
makes
was
me
like,
think, why are there so many gradients in AI? Like, is it a human psychology thing?
I think that see, if you look at all the gradients, they're trying to incorporate blue and yellow in them, right? A lot more. And I think it's I mean not yellow, I guess blue and pink. Pink is a lot more being inculcated in the whole ecosystem. So they just want to make you feel like it's approachable. As against a color which is probably like, let's say if you use black, it won't be approachable. So that's the whole idea that they're going
I
for.
think it's just to make it look cool, but how long will you make it
No,
look
I don't
cool?
think I don't think it's about making it look cool. If you look at these logos, you'll feel you won't get intimidated by it, right? If it was, let's say, black in color, then you
Hmm.
will kind of not open up with it. But if
Hmm.
it because it's gradient, right, and most of the gradient colors are being kind of feminine only. If you really look at it, you kind of realize that most of these colors are very feminine in nature. The pink color and the lighter blues
Hmm.
and all of that. So you're just making it very approachable. You can just ask any question and you will not be judged. So
That
that's
is
the
very
whole idea that
good.
they're going for. There was an interesting article on TechCrunch also about this. That why is everybody really going for gradients? That's like 5 out of the big 7 tech giants, AI specifically,
Yeah.
are doing gradients. Yeah. So what do we have
Oh
next?
yeah, they also partnered up with ChatGPT. Crazy.
You know what? A lot of the people felt that ChatGPT is going to be the big thing about the whole Apple intelligence thing, but it really
Yeah.
was not. It was not. I was really let down. I felt like ChatGPT will just put itself into the whole OS, but that didn't really happen.
Yeah, but
They're just calling APIs in the background. I guess
it's
that's
just
how
an
they're
API
doing.
call, yeah. But you know what's actually pretty crazy about all this? That Apple is not paying OpenAI anything to
Of course.
do the ChatGPT stuff.
No, but Apple is like a billion devices, man. And this OpenAI hardly has like 100 million users at max. I guess 140 from what I remember the last time around. They were somewhere in that number. Apple has over a billion devices that they are trying to capture, right? So
Yeah, but I don't think that still justifies it.
imagine the kind of exposure that OpenAI gets because they also say that if you want to access specific um, pro features, then you have to plug in your own API keys,
Hmm.
right? So you have to log in with ChatGPT separately with an account that has pro subscription on it.
Hmm.
That means immediately, so see, think about it. Now you don't have to install ChatGPT to pay ChatGPT, right?
Yeah.
Now you can just pay through Apple.
No,
That's
but
what
this
they're
is not
going
paid
for.
at all, right? This is not just using ChatGPT. This is
Well,
literally.
see, a lot of what ChatGPT now does is already free.
Yeah, yeah,
Agreed.
that's
Only some
right.
of the features are behind the pro paywall, and that, anyways, you can now get access to.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
But
crazy.
that part is not free. That part Apple is not paying for either. Right? That part is still paid by the users itself.
And on the other hand, Google pays Apple like some $500 million or something to make it the default browser, and OpenAI just got it for free. If you think about it.
I, I know. I think this time around Apple was really on the back foot. They didn't have a lot of interesting things to show, I believe. Therefore, they kind of got into this kind of a deal. But they're gonna make OpenAI pay sometime. They'll make Microsoft pay. It will not be OpenAI paying. It will be Microsoft paying because they're entitled to 49% of the 49 or 51 significant number. They're entitled to some significant number of OpenAI profits.
Yeah,
So they'll probably make Microsoft pay. OpenAI is very small compared to what Apple and Microsoft and Google are.
yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
So it looks like the thing, but it's maybe not really the thing.
They are raising like some crazy like $7 trillion now. Sam Altman is raising for his other project, which is just crazy.
but that was just an ask. I don't think he's going to raise
Yeah,
that
but
much.
like
That's a huge
that
ask.
is a huge ask exactly. Like even if he aims for it, he'll get like 10% of it.
10% of it is, yeah, 700 billion is pretty big.
Right. Next story. Build space.
Build space, yes. Go for it.
Yep. Um. Let me share my screen again. This is pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah, Buildspace season 5 started yesterday, and 17. Yep.
Yeah.
So Buildspace season 5 started yesterday, and 17,000 people joined the first meeting, like the kickoff event. And
Of the 60,000 that signed up for it,
how many?
60,000 had signed up for it this time
That's
around.
crazy. 60,000. I did not expect that.
That's actually higher than how many applications Harvard gets apparently. That's what Faza was saying.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty big number, but then just look at it. The number has come down drastically. It has come down to 17 already.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's just, people just signed up for the sake of it, I believe.
And most of the people honestly do not have, they do not have an idea, they do not know what to build, they don't know how to build. So a lot
Yeah.
of times I was one of these people last year and last year, and like there's like an 80% drop rate from the build space teams, which is this build space like cohort, which is just crazy. Like 80% of people drop out, and only 20% make it to the end. And to the end means like submit 3 out of the 6 um, weekly updates. That's just crazy to me, honestly.
Hmm. It's pretty crazy, yeah.
Yeah,
I was
so
able to pull in 4 people actually.
nice. I just asked
Like,
my friends who wanted to come, and I got my friends inside, which is cool.
oh, you know what I did? An interesting update in this. So, okay, in this regard.
Hmm?
So one thing is obviously I was also accepted into this whole thing, and I'll be building the website version of AI Shots now because the app is already ready. The place Android version is already live. iOS will go live in a couple of days. So the only thing left out now is to build the website. So that's what I'm going to be doing in the next 6 weeks. But what I did, interestingly, is I went to my college. Okay, so it's been 4 years since I've been to my college. But I went back to my college and I gave an interesting talk on MLAI.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of it, I said that I'm going to conduct an interesting quiz or something like that. And those of you guys who are going to clear that off will be getting the passes.
Wow.
And oddly enough, people are not interested for it. They just want to go back home.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That's crazy. So I was like, okay, okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna be quizzing you guys. All I'm gonna just say is, if you guys are interested and want to make use of this opportunity and would benefit from a present situation, reach out to me and I'm just gonna give out the passes.
Yeah.
And I gave out like that to 3 people, and one of the guys was a friend of mine who has gotten it.
Nice. Both of these guys are like my best friends, so they wanted to come in. So I let
this
them.
this is such a common trend, right? You just can friends just hop along.
Yeah. That's good.
Somebody else also joined you on Super Memory, right? That person didn't
That's
come in.
Karthik.
Karthik. Okay.
Yeah. We're doing some cool stuff. Karthik builds.
Karthik Aryan for sure, yeah.
Yeah, he's been doing all the design stuff for Super Memory, which is super
Nice.
duper cool. Um, yeah. And anyways, in Buildspace, so me and Karthik are building Super Memory. If you don't know what Super Memory is, it's this little website I'm working on, that where you can just bring saved content from all over the internet. You can import stuff, and it becomes a part of your second brain, which you can then use to ideate, create, or write, which is pretty nice. So in Buildspace also made this amazing website called Sage, um, and Sage is pretty cool because it's a place where you can find people and you can be found by people. So I can be like, who's building from Austin, Texas? Let's see, and there you go. I found someone.
They reduce the number of hits you get. Previously, you used to get 3 hits. Now, after the kind of traffic that they're getting, they have reduced it down to one.
One person? No, I don't think so. Like, who's building from Mumbai, India? I think Austin just has one person, I'm pretty sure.
Is that so?
Yeah, look
If
at
you,
that.
oh yeah. Oh wow. How is this? How is this? I was hoping for more people from Austin. This is odd.
Yeah, I know, right? Austin is like that, and now I guess it's summer and everyone has moved back right now. That's why.
Fair. Fair.
Because it's pretty hot here. Anyways, so Sage is
Mhm.
an amazing,
Do people have access to this? I don't think so, right? Only those who have gotten into Buildspace have this access.
yes, I'm pretty sure.
Those who have got signed up for Buildspace at least.
Yeah. If you guys need buddy passes, I still have some.
I have one as well, so if you guys want it, just hit up now itself. I'm gonna invite.
Yeah, same. Anyways, you can like nicely talk to people. And the best part I thought about this is, you to edit your profile, you literally just chat with Sage. Like literally just tell Sage, hey, can you add that I'm a sucker for open source and I built a Discord bot with like 200k users, and most of my projects have been open source, and it'll do that. Pretty cool.
You're a fan of open source. The thing is, it does not give a proper preview of what's going to update. That's one thing
Yeah,
that I want to fix in this.
but it's pretty good. It's like it's good technology, and this shows how chatbots can be used for like a literal social media at this point.
Right. The potential is pretty good, but there are a couple of nitpicks that I'm doing simply because traditional way of updating your profile is much easier compared to, let's say, doing this, because now you don't get to see what is the kind of update that will happen.
In a way, that's good. You cannot do social engineering now.
Ah, no, but then the Sage is doing that for you, so
Yeah.
you have lost that control.
So you know what's
Yes.
even cooler? They actually gave everyone like this nice, Um,
The
acceptance
amount of
letter,
art they gave out,
crazy,
insane, man. I love every bit of this whole website, every bit of everything that they were doing.
crazy, yeah.
And absolutely love how the whole website is built on lowercase. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. This is something I wanted to highlight. Okay, so I recently started. Okay, I saw Dravya do lowercase typing, and I started doing that myself, and I realized it's so much more effective than worrying about the grammatical shit and all that. Doing this, you can just go and just type whatever you're thinking. You can just put it out in words.
Yeah,
You don't have to think too much about whether it is grammatically correct and all that.
yeah. You
That's
cannot type in uppercase even if you wanted to. Like my caps
yeah,
lock is
even if you
on right
want to,
now.
yeah. No matter what you do, it won't work. Yeah, somebody called Rocky or Rochi is saying, shout out, please. Hi, Rochi, shout out to you.
Shout out, bye.
Yeah. But what are you doing? Just let us know what you're working on. Uh, Put a word out for it. Alt Rock, yes, both of us got into Alt Rock.
So they actually
Absolutely.
went ahead and they bought domains for each house
Yeah.
slash each color that so they differentiated everyone based on the five characteristics of people. So that's dream, build, ideate, and something like that, right?
They have got really good names also.
Hmm.
Alt Rock, Godmire, Spectre Seek. The last one I forget.
And they actually went ahead and made music tracks for each of them.
This is definitely from Sumo AI or something.
Pretty cool. And on top of that, they went ahead and like uh, uh,
They
have
have some
wallpapers for everyone,
assets.
which is just crazy, honestly. Amazing stuff. I
I
love
know,
this
right?
wallpaper. In fact, it's my wallpaper for my phone right now.
One of the things, so what is happening is sometime back I was working on an application. So I was freelancing for some time and I was working on an application that helps small kids, arrange themselves into, do DIY work.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you have to make something on the basis of the tutorial you get and then you have to post it. So this was a social media for 4 to 13-year-olds,
Right.
right? And one of the things that I was suggesting the founder then was if you just arrange them in groups like
Yeah.
these, like the way Hogwarts does it for their, they have 4 houses. Similarly, if you start doing that for people, that immediately brings a lot of, that community feel into you.
Yeah.
Like I saw people talking about this so extensively. They got so pumped up that they're part of this group already, and then it's easier to talk to people from this group and all that.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good way to build communities.
Rohit message Rohit Patel also got into S5. So that's amazing, Rohit. And we're looking forward to what you build. Keep posting on Twitter, and I'll follow you as well.
Hey, do let us know what you guys are building on, so that we can give you a shout out.
Yeah, we all love builders. I am one hell of a builder.
Totally, totally, yes.
And dude, they also went ahead and they made a song that I love. Did you hear that?
Yeah, no, this is pretty trippy, man. I really liked it.
Um, Buildspace song.
You can just probably search for Buildspace on Spotify itself. You'll be able to get it.
Yeah, I have it on Spotify, but I wanna show the video.
Ah. I'm pretty sure a lot of this is AI generated. Some of it is probably not. Like we know the artist behind this music.
Yeah, this one.
Audio, actually. We know the one who mixed it up.
Okay, I'll show you a little bit of it, and hopefully no one copyright strikes us. But it's a Hindi fusion song, which is crazy.
Anybody copyrights, gives you a strike, it will be Buildspace itself. But why would they do it? They want us to talk about this.
Yeah, it's just like 50. I think it's fine to show 10 seconds of anything.
Yeah.
Anyways, what else? Have you come across anything cool on the internet?
Nothing. I just worked on a bit of. So I redid my website on AI Shots. If you want to
Wow.
fire that up, if you're still presenting, fire that up.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm not sure how good that is. I'm not really good. Not really a good web developer. I'm a very good mobile developer, but I'm not really a good web dev.
Can you send me the link?
Just AI Shots to truth. Let me just.
You can screencast. It's fine.
I don't want to. A lot of things are open on my screen. What has been happening of recent times?
So someone just asked, is Buildspace a cohort like we get a team? No, it's literally just a place to build. Um,
No.
how is Buildspace? How is it different from YC? YC is like a very paid thing. It's a funding opportunity. Buildspace is just a place to build. um,
I, I think the way you want to look at build space is if you get off and if you are somebody who enjoys being around surrounded by people who are also building cool stuff,
yeah,
that's the place you want to be going. But if you want to get really serious about your product and you're not looking at investments and all of that, probably you should go ahead and apply for YC. I applied for YC and got rejected because
I
I don't have a co-founder.
I was working with a team that actually got into YC, and that guy is my amazing friend now. And
Oh, sweet. One of the startups that I was working previously got into YC and they raised a 1.5 million grant also, not grant investment seed round.
amazing,
Amazing. So YC is a little different from Buildspace for sure.
amazing website, bhai. Can I get the test flight for this?
What do you want? What is that?
Test
You
flight.
want the test side of iOS, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a developer account yet. I have just applied for it and I have not got it yet.
Okay, makes sense.
That's the whole problem that I'm facing.
Yeah,
But cool, I'll probably push out a website launch in maybe another 1 week or so. So you can
yeah.
start accessing it through website itself.
I am very excited, bhai. Very excited. What are you building the website in?
Next year, of course.
Nice.
I tried doing it in Svelte, okay, but then there are not enough resources to build properly on Svelte. You hit
Yeah,
a ceiling very fast. It's not really that evolved.
yeah.
So I had to go back to next year's. The previous iteration was built on Svelte. Then I said, yeah, check Svelte. I know I really liked how Svelte works, but then I can't really use it because there's not good ecosystem around it. So I
Yeah,
had to
I
check.
agree.
That was first. Right, so a couple of updates on AI front. Okay, I'm just gonna tell. Elon, oh, you regarding the Apple thing, right? Elon was pretty pissed about it.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
He gets pissed off with anything OpenAI. Like, the moment there is Sam Altman being mentioned, then you know there is a tweet coming from Elon Musk saying, "Yeah, this is shit." They're really not on good
I
terms.
think it's like kind of childish, in my opinion.
He's a man child. He's a proper man child. You know, you should probably read his book. I know, I'm not sure if you've read the book by Walter Isaacson. It was a biography on Elon Musk.
Hmm.
And there he talks about how stupid Elon can get sometimes. And pretty childish also at that.
I'm trying to find that tweet.
Or he'll be pretty far away. He just tweets a lot, man. He's just always talking about one or the other thing. And some of the Tesla's shareholders are suing Elon Musk for starting XAI because they feel it's a rival company of Tesla.
Yeah, it kind of is.
But then I think you know he'll just kind of he'll build X into a big platform and then he'll just make Tesla buy that. Kind
Because
of figure
this.
that out. And I'm pretty sure this consolidate the whole thing at some point. OpenAI is a lie. Uh, Elon, you were once a co-founder of it, man. He was one of the co-founders when OpenAI
Yeah,
started.
crazy.
Then
Anyways,
he
what's going on in
got
your
out.
personal life? Also tell us about that. What was how was the week?
It was so I was really going hard on. So I redesigned our logo. I'm just gonna talk about it later on, maybe
Yeah.
in the next episode,
Someone
because I
asked
don't.
some questions also. We'll
What is it?
reach
What is it?
to them.
I will talk about the questions.
Yeah. You first complete your sentence.
Yeah, I was just saying that I have redesigned. So I was working on a lot of design stuff in the
Mm-hmm.
last in the last week. So I redesigned my logo because the one I have currently, I don't feel it really communicates what AI shot stands for. So I redesigned it.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went ahead and redesigned the website because the one that was previously hosted was not really that great.
Hmm.
Then I started figuring out how to make the whole ecosystem a little bit more safe so that I
Mm-hmm.
don't get DDoS attacks. Because now I'm putting in real money to host some of the servers. A
Yeah.
lot of people are using it and I'm not able to run it for free. So
How are
I hit
you
all my
doing that
criteria.
on an
I
infrastructure
complete all
level?
the criteria. Yeah. So
How are
sorry,
you
what was
fixing
it?
the DDoS stuff on an infrastructure level? Like how are you rate limiting and stuff?
So one is when once the website will be live, I'll be using Cloudflare. What is this? That you are a human thing, right? What is it?
Tonsile.
Captcha, right? It's
It's
called
called
Captcha.
Tonsile.
Yeah, so that's what that will be one of the things. And then other one is I have to build it at the uh, load balancer level, that you are not hitting the server, you're not hitting the database layer at
Right.
all. You're just stopping at that itself. And I have to do a lot of caching so that I'm not accessing database as much,
Right.
because a lot of my money is going through database hosting only.
Right. Interesting. Someone
Right.
asks, how expensive does super memory AI get? Now, this is the cool part about it. I'm running the entire app for $5 a month, no matter how many users. So we actually scaled to 5,000 users, and my bill was just $5. It's because of the way it's built on Cloudflare. um,
Yeah. You have some
and
free credits, or is it like really how it is built?
it is actually how it's built. No free credits, nothing. Just $5.
So
Free.
that's very cool.
That's literally it.
Probably I should take this offline and talk to you about it. I want to do this. I'm spending a lot of money here.
No, it's like for real. So even the AI, everything, the vector database and AI included is just $5. And the vector database already has 10 GB of stuff.
Wow, wow. But what about your website hosting costs and all? You have hosted it for free
Yes,
on
yes,
one
everything
side?
is like Cloudflare also has this product called Pages, Cloudflare Pages,
Okay, okay. A
where you
lot
can
of it
also
in cloud.
host your website and the infrastructure and everything. And like you also get like a lot of DX updates, and also your user experience is better because it's not a lot of back and forth between multiple servers. It's
Nice,
all
nice.
like
Yeah.
on, so it'll choose the closest server to the user, and it'll everything will happen on that. So any database calls, anything will happen on that. Because if you use any external database provider, there will always be like 10 round trips between the database and your app, which is
True, true,
like crazy. Like for every single call, if you have like a complex SQL query, then you're like done for. So
true, true. But then you would have to introduce a caching layer somewhere then.
yes, of course,
But
and
then,
that's also
but
automatic.
then, you know what I feel? I feel when you have a lot of personalized applications, you can't really do caching that well. The context keeps changing. The person is
Yes.
just evolving, and there's so much that's happening all the time with the person.
Yes.
Caching is not that great.
Yeah, we have like solutions for everything, which is cool. And super memory is open source right now. You can literally go to GitHub, you can clone it, and you can host it on your own laptop or whatever, and it'll just work. And someone also asked, "Hey Dravya, this is not about S5. Any suggestions to land an internship in US? I am a fresher looking to become a data engineer." For me, how I landed the internship was literally just building on top of the product. Like I did not like I got an internship because I loved the product, and it's not the other way around, right? So like I have been building on Cloudflare since years now. The my startup that was acquired, Tweets.beauty, Shutter.io, I also built that on top of Cloudflare. So I've been using it since that long, especially because as a kid I loved free stuff, and I got free stuff. And now I genuinely think that I'm making the internet better. So my advice to you is that you should build just build anything on like explore as much as you can, and you need to reach out to people, because there's no way you'll get an internship by applying, because there's like thousands and tens of thousands of people who apply to all this. So do all that and you'll definitely get an internship. Like it's not that hard.
I'll give you a quick on the same lines. No, I'll just give you a quick hack. Just go on LinkedIn and find, like, first make a list of maybe 20 companies. You have to really go big. Okay, so matlab, the list should always be bigger lists. Have like 20, 30 companies listed, and then go and find all the HRs or all the tech leads of these companies and just send them DMs. Send something that you're working on and just send them this DM and say that you want to work for this company as an intern, and somebody will definitely look into you. But you have to really go the scale. You have to really look at like 20, 30, 50 companies and 20, 100, 200 people
Honestly,
to
reach
get.
out to tech leads. That's
Yeah, tech leads is pretty good.
that's the way to do it, because
Tech
HR
leads,
gets a lot of people anyways.
yeah, HR gets a lot of. Maybe avoid HR. Yeah, probably go to tech people itself. They're gonna do a good
You
recommendation.
know how I
If
got
you get
hired? It's crazy.
how did it happen?
So I was just building super memory and other apps, right? And I had liked a tweet by Dane, who is like the senior vice president of Cloudflare. Like he's at the topmost position, right below the CEO.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I liked a tweet. He tweeted out like, we are hiring for people. Two or 3 years ago, he had made a tweet like that. It's actually pinned still on his Twitter profile.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked that tweet, and I guess he might have seen me, and we had a conversation, and not even on call. He was just like, "Do you wanna work for Cloudflare?" I was like, "Yes." I had booked my flight back to India. I had everything done. It was like completely out of nowhere that I just got the internship, which was like honestly kind of crazy. And I had to cancel all my flights and everything.
That's sweet. That's sweet.
And now I'm working directly under him. I don't have a manager. Like Dane is my manager. I'm working directly
Nice.
under the senior vice president.
He has an interesting name, Dean.
Dane.
Dean.
You know
Okay.
his surname is Connect. Dane Connect.
Somebody working at Cloudflare having that kind of a surname is pretty interesting. Oh, that's sweet.
Yep.
Nice. Alright, so what else do we have? I don't think we have much going on here
Oh
because
yeah. I've
this is
been
the only
learning
thing that
to
we did.
I've been learning to do storytelling, which is pretty cool. Look
What
at
does it
this.
mean?
Like actual storytelling stuff. Ah.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's sweet.
And I've gotten so good at it, it's crazy. It's just crazy. Like,
Give us a story. Give us a story though.
okay, let's see. Um, okay, we'll do our failure is an asset wala. Okay, so uh, these are basically a set of cards which have like topics that you can choose to basically give a value story about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Value story are really good because you can use them in you can use them basically everywhere, like in job interviews, to convince people to have better teams, and like literally everywhere. If you give a value story, people will trust you, people will, believe in you.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start this one. This is actually pretty cool. When I started making Spacebot, I had no idea how Python works. I had no idea what asynchronous is. I was just a 16-year-old, constantly just, tiring myself on the internet doing nothing but scrolling Instagram, scrolling YouTube. And Spacebot was a game changer for me because it was the first product I made that directly had users. Um, and the first version of Spacebot was probably the shittiest piece of code I've ever written in my life. And that's for a good reason because it used a JSON file as a database locally. I used to host it on my laptop, which I would keep running all night, just so my friends in the US could use it
Mm-hmm.
overnight. One day, one of my friends was like, "Hey, I love Spacebot. Can I invite this bot to my own server?" And that was like, okay, this is getting even more interesting. So people want to bring it. So I had to rewrite the bot to be able to support multiple servers. Then I had to rewrite it again to be able to have a better database, and then an even better database. And all I was doing all this while is I was not actually doing anything but copying code from the internet. I used to go on GitHub. I used to search Python Discord bot cogs. So cogs was basically like moving parts of a Discord bot that like you can attach to add more features. I would copy paste a bot cog. I would put it on the thing literally, and that worked great for me. Um, when I released on top.gg, the bot got so much traffic that I got rate limited from Discord, and no one could add my bot again till like 10 days, which was also kind of crazy, and it's a flex in itself. Then when it the rate limit got lifted, it once again got into like 100 servers, then 200 servers, then through the network effect, within 2 or 3 months, and I was traveling at the time. Every single day, I would tell my brother, "Oh my God, 50 more servers today." And all this while, I was literally just copying code. That's all I was doing. and it worked well for me because that's how I ended up starting a hosting company, so that I don't have to keep my Discord bot open at night because I was traveling. um, and then I started doing freelancing clients, and I earned a lot of money doing that, just building Discord bots. And even though Spacebot failed miserably in the long run, in like the end of 2 months, I had to shut it down because Spotify sent me a complaint, YouTube sent me a complaint, because I was also like streaming music. I had to shut it down because I was just a kid. But I realized that our failure is an asset. Like, if the reason I sucked at coding, the reason I failed was not because I copied code from the internet, but it was simply because I tried. And that led me to starting the hosting company that I sold. That led me to getting a lot of freelancing clients. And all it takes is just building something and showing it to the world. That little thing that you build can take you to places you cannot even imagine.
Hmm? That's sweet.
That was very impromptu. Sorry about that.
No, I could see how you have learned it all along. One of the what I've realized over time is one of the best stories is when you have hurdles and you overcome hurdles.
Hmm.
The
Yeah.
whole crux of any story, the moment you have to introduce the hurdle the right way. You
Yeah.
have to have a protagonist, and you have to make him at the start to be pretty bad,
Yeah.
and then evolve him through the story, and that's one of the best stories.
Yeah.
And I was able to see all of that in your story this time. This is nice, nice.
Yep.
So that whatever cards you have in your hand are probably really working, and all the work
Dude,
that you're putting
we
behind it.
had this crazy. So one of the America's best storytellers actually came to our university, and he
Oh
he
wow,
he did 4 workshops to like 10 students only, and I was one of those 10 students. And they actually
wow,
paid us for being in that workshop, and they gave
wow,
us this thing,
that's crazy.
and they also shot like a professional video of us speaking in front of all professors, and like allowed us to like post it anywhere. I posted the video on YouTube. I got like 200,000 views,
Wow, nice,
and now I have like
fantastic,
a couple thousand followers on YouTube now.
nice, fantastic. That's so cool,
And I
man.
got
So
paid
cool.
for all this, for everything, literally.
Nice. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's why like I love college life in US. Like crazy stuff keeps happening.
Mm-hmm. Fair. All right, nice. So maybe next Sunday we'll have a one more story from you then.
No, this time next Sunday your story. It has to be.
Okay. Okay.
Yep,
Something
we have
interesting.
like a story segment. It will be nice.
Yeah, we should probably. Yeah, we should probably end each of our podcasts with a story
Yeah,
from our past. Yeah, we will get to know us better.
yeah.
That's sweet. Yeah. So anybody who needs a shout out, anybody who is talking to us, I agree with this. My story is also same, and now I got into Buildspace just using my Discord bots. So it's fantastic. Great,
Honestly,
great,
if
great.
you're starting to code, just build Discord bots or like any bots, Telegram bots. Just build bots. Build bots that can have a lot of distribution. Discord is like the best for that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just do something. I think the whole idea is just do something. It may not be the best thing. Just do something.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
agree.
Just get started in the path. Fall in love with the process of building. Forget the results.
Yeah,
That's the whole idea, I believe.
yeah.
A lot of the interesting things are on this front only. All right. So, what is Ravyam?
Cool.
Should we
I don't have anything else.
Yeah, me neither.
Yep.
Next week probably we'll have a little bit more because we'll build something towards build space more.
Yes.
We'll have something more to
I
share.
have one update. I have a co-founder for Super Memory. That is
Right.
Karthik. And he's the one who's doing all the design stuff and also the design engineering stuff. So also the coding for whatever he designs, which is
Awesome.
which is the most important because the Figma files usually don't look like the actual thing that turns out. Also, we
Right.
completed everything that was needed for Super Memory to work in terms of the backend, the infrastructure, everything, which is cool. So we
Awesome.
can release it quite fast now. So that's nice.
Fantastic. Perfect.
Cool.
All right, that's it. That's it. I
Chalo,
believe we're gonna catch you up with the next Sunday.
we'll sign off. It was nice talking to you.
Peace,
Um,
peace.
thanks for joining the Super AI podcast. And see
Yeah.
you later. Bye.
Bye, bye, bye. See you. Bye, bye.